Hey everyone, welcome to a very special event tonight. We are talking insurance for Tesla and electric vehicles here in Australia. I am Tom, your host. Welcome to a special Ludicrous Feed live indeed tonight. So, thank you very much for joining us. If you are joining us in the live chat, make sure you leave a comment and tell us where you're watching from. And if you're watching on replay as well, hello there. Make sure you drop a comment. I would value your input tonight. And also, if you're listening to us, actually, no, this won't be going to podcast tonight. So just our live audience and a special shout out to our replay viewers as well. And tonight is the big reveal. We'll be telling you who the insurance company is that has been sponsoring us for the last few months and who is sponsoring tonight's stream as well. I guess, the whole point of this episode is to get some input from you guys, our loyal members and viewers, and want to find out from you what exactly you want in a ground-up EV insurance product, because that's what they're here for, to help create a product that's for us EV owners. They understand us and they want to make sure we get a good deal, of course. Let's say hello to some of our regular viewers, of course, as well. We've got Sensei watching us from Taramara in Sydney. Hello there. We've got H2 Rider. Hello there. And Gaffer. Hello as well. And a special shout out to Gaffer, who's been a member for 24 months. Hello there. He says, hi, I didn't know I had a special milestone chat I could send. Yes. How long has this been sitting here for me to use? Well, yeah, I think whenever you hit a milestone, you get to send a nice chat. And same with Thomas Coates, member for 5 months hello as well. Hello there, Thomas. Woohoo. Well done. And thanks, Ray, for joining us as well. Some of our regular members. Jim joins us too. Hello, Jim. And Andrew says, great timing. Just got my insurance renewal. Yes, indeed. And Kevin is joining us too from Lakeland, Florida. Hello, Kevin. Nice of you to join us. And Robert joins us as well. Hello, Jazz. Nice to see you. And Scotty's joining us from Melbourne. And SWS, hi from a hot and humid New Beith, Queensland. And good evening to Graham as well from showery Shepparton. And Wayne's watching us from wet and windy cool Toowoomba. Awesome. Nathan from Adelaide and Grant from Launceston, Tasmania. Enzo from Sydney. JD Media, yes, thank you very much. It's going to be a great show. Can't wait. And don't worry, Gene, we're about to reveal it very soon, actually, who the underwriter is. And Peter's watching us from Tweedheads and Shad even from Brizzy. Well, that's all the welcomes so far. And if you are just joining us, make sure you leave a comment. We are talking insurance tonight, of course. This insurance underwriter is about to be revealed very, very shortly. And Jez has been a member for 1 month. Hello, Jez. Nice of you to join us, of course, as always. Watching from Monaco. Wow. Glitzy, huh? Very nice. And Kangaroo Island watching from, of course, Kangaroo Island. Nice of you to join us. Okay, so big reveal, everyone. Who has been sponsoring our channel for the last few months? Well, it's these guys. It's these guys right here. And that is Cobra Insurance. Cobra Car Insurance. And Cobra is a new insurer that's focusing on tech data and connected cars. That's why they are very interested in electric vehicles, of course, particularly Teslas. So they will have a pay per kilometer product and a solution designed not just for EV drivers, but also for Uber car share drivers as well. Currently they have a Uber car share driver product, and their next product will be EVs. So they've been around for the last 3 years, and they hopefully will have a product out for us by February 2024. That's the information I've been given so far. And we've got one of their members, one of their founders actually in the back channel as always, Andrew. So if you've got any questions for Andrew or anything that I can't answer, then Andrew will help me out and we will put his answers up as well for us. So there we go, Cobra. That is the big reveal, everyone. Cobra Insurance. That's who has been sponsoring us, who will be working with me and you guys too, to find out what is the best product for EV owners. There we go. This is the kind of feedback we've had. So Daniel R says, my insurance just went from $73 a month to $133 a month. That's huge. It's almost double for his 2022 Model 3 rear-wheel drive. Yeah, some concerns there already for us, Andrew. Scotty says, ouch, pay kilometer may hurt us doing all those kilometers. So I guess we'll find out from Andrew whether there is some sort of cap at all. We'll find out very soon. And DJ Vin says, have had a Cobra policy myself for my previous PHEV. Okay, that's good. Yep, absolutely. And Gene says EVs are strong together. Yes, that's right. Correct. Cool. All right. Well, yeah, as the topic of tonight's stream says, it's about app development. So part of the appeal of this new insurance product is that it will be very tech driven. And of course, with that, there'll be an app that's going to be very engaging for us EV owners, not just, like an app for information, but actually to help create a better product along the ride as well, so to speak. So yeah, I guess to get some background research on that, I guess the first thing I'd like to ask you guys is, what are the best current apps and connected car apps that you guys and girls currently use at the moment for your Tesla and EVs? I know, for examples, would be something like Teslascope or Teslafy or those kind of apps. So what kind of apps do you currently use, and what do you love about those apps? Because that's the kind of information we need for Andrew and his team to create something that's very very similar in some regards, but also trying to get the best bits of those apps and then create something that's going to be more tailored to an insurance kind of product too. So yeah, shoot those comments in the live chat if you are watching live. If you're watching in the comments, yeah, give us a comment as well. What kind of apps do you currently use? Avon, no worries. You have no idea what's going on. That's okay. We are talking insurance. This stream is sponsored by Cobra, Cobra Car Insurance. They've been around for the last 3 years, and they are They're a new insurer focused on tech data and connected cars. They currently have a pay per kilometer product for Uber car share drivers, but they are entering the EV insurance market, and hopefully the next product will be available sort of starting 2024 around February. That's the plan anyway. Scotty says, currently paying $3,144, and you'll have him as a customer. Nice bit of feedback there. And Gaffer says, I use the Stats app. Okay, Stats app. Yep, heard of that one. Love it as a sort of multi-tool for everything about my Tesla. Thank you, Gaffer. Yeah, I mean, these apps are great because, the drawback is, yes, you've got to put in your Tesla API, your login details as a key, and they always say we don't take your login details. It's always encrypted, blah, blah, blah. So they're great because it helps, I guess, give you data on what you're doing with your car. I find it very useful for road trips. If you're going for a road trip, I'm very much a stats nerd. I want to know how much I've driven, the energy used, how much energy has been charged into the vehicle at a charging session, how long it took, and then from there I can work out, the average charging time during this long drive. What I could have done better. Sometimes the weather, I don't know, the weather, sometimes it can be integrated with the weather too. That'd be sort of a good idea as to how much weather affects your efficiency as well. So yeah, thanks Gaffer for sharing that Stats app. I guess, what else do you like, Gaffer? Maybe drill down into that comment and tell us what exactly, give us very specific examples, what you love about the Stats app. That's the kind of information we need tonight. Yeah, so Scotty says, I use TeslaMate on my home server. Okay, cool. I've heard of that one too, TeslaMate. That's a very well-known one too. Yeah, some of these have got really good graphics too, like really good interface, really good UI, app-based, and they integrate really well. Sometimes they even give you battery degradation stats as well. That I find useful. Tips on how to drive your EV better or more efficiently. Those kind of things are very handy. Martin says, I use the Tessie app, and just back on Scotty too. Scotty, if you wouldn't mind, what exactly you like about the TeslaMate app too. That'd be very handy. And Scotty says, I pinpointed exactly where on the road in Tasmania, I got my puncture due to tire pressure and GPS data. Well, that's quite good. That kind of information is actually really handy, because if you know exactly where you got the puncture, they could even snap, send, solve, right? And send it to your local council or state government and go, look, this is a problem area, right? There's a pothole there or whatever. And if it's got GPS data, even better, which is great. And also tire pressure too, that's good knowledge as well. If you're going on a long drive, as a reminder to pump up those tires or deflate them if you want a more comfortable ride. Not deflate them, but lower the pressure, if you know what I mean. But that's very good information too, Scotty. Very good. Robert Fonte says, I use TeslaMate and EV. Okay, yep, thank you. EV, let's have a look. EV Tesla app, I think it's called. EV mobility. That's not just Tesla, is it, Robert? I think that's yeah, a lot of different car brands use it as well. I can see on the website. Again, Robert, yeah, tell us what you love about it. That'd be good. Okay, so Gaffer's got information about Stats app. Okay, so Stats app. Might pop this up here so you guys can see what is the Stats app. Now, I think Stats app actually helps you use your watch to command the Tesla as well. So that's something nifty too. Okay, so he says it logs and tracks my Tesla. Yep, like a lot of these apps. It lets me access the various things that my Tesla can do. It has great Siri support. It links to my Apple Watch, and I can use my phone like an RFID card. Okay, cool. All right, well that's really good to know. And you can see on this graphic here, all those kind of graphs are really handy. No, Stats app gives you information on the firmware that the car is currently on too. So you can see exactly what you're installing before you do it, which is great. And there's a snapshot of the average driving efficiency across users. So if you've got, yeah, that's good kind of cohort data as well, not just your data, but it sort of collects everyone's data and tells you that what's kind of the average across the board. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Would something like gamifying these apps or this potential insurance app be good? If you can see yourself on a leaderboard, how efficient you drive, like, are you in the top 10% of most efficient drivers? Are you one of the least efficient drivers in the world? Like that kind of stuff, right? I know a lot of apps and learning tools use gaming, gaming kind of styles to try and encourage people to keep using their apps and learning tools. So this is the kind of thing that we're sort of looking for as well. Scotty says I use Tesla Mate to track my charging costs as I am with Amber. Yeah, yep, that's good. Yeah, I know Tesla can do that, the Tesla app, but something like Tesla Mate could definitely make it more specific. Let's have a look at Tesla Mate. Well, we've got Scotty on here. So data logger for your Tesla records all the information sent by your car, charge, strips, sleep update, and presents you with many statistics and beautiful graphics. I think that's kind of the key, isn't it? It's got to have a really nice interface that is not too different from the interface that Tesla users are used to, right? So yeah, it's got to look good. It's got to function well as well. So yeah, we love stats, don't we, as EV owners? So that's good, Scotty. And yeah, question from Andrew in the back channel. What for Scotty? What graphs do you specifically like about Tesla Mate? So let us know, Scotty. That'd be good. Yeah, it says also good to see all my drive stats and charging stats, all hosted on my own server too. Yep, that's it. That's important. Yeah, I mean, back on this point, like how important is privacy to you guys about when it comes to giving your information away to these servers? I know they're all encrypted, but is that still something that niggles and plays at your mind a little bit? So let us know as well. Kangaroo Island TV just says I use the Tesla app for my Powerwall, and that's great. Polestar app for the car, obviously. Okay, so it's a shame that you can't have the Polestar app integrated with the Tesla app. That obviously wouldn't work, but yeah, it's good to have a combination of two if you need that. The Tesla app really is quite good for the Powerwall, energy usage, gives you data on what you've been using over time as well. So that's good. Yeah, let's see. So Ray's asking what data can be exported from the app. So we will get onto that. We will find out what we can actually be exported from the car to these apps in a second. So hang on to that thought. We will come back to you on that. Yeah, Gaffer says it does sort of gamify things with these apps. You can compare your efficiency to the rest of the fleet. Yep, that's the one thing we would like to see actually. That's a kind of competitive streak. Yeah, Gaffer says makes you want to do better. So that's part of that gamifying culture. So Ray, question for Andrew in the back channel. Is this correct? Based on 5 cents per kilometer, if you're at 15,000 kilometers per annum, then you're looking at $750 plus the premium. And Andrew says, yes, this is pretty close. There is a fixed price to cover your car while it's parked, and then the per kilometer fee per kilometer driven. Vice versa, if you drive zero, that month you pay zero. So yeah, that's obviously a bit of a flag for that you have, and then you have that per kilometer as well. Yeah, Ray says sometimes data is not yours when people want to export it. Okay. Yep. Scotty says, I use the DC charging curves mainly when he's talking about his app. So there you go. That's for Tesla, mate. That's actually quite handy, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I know this is only for Tesla that you're using, Scotty, but something like, something like EV, the sort of more generic one for all the different brands, like this would be actually really handy for me as a content creator, actually, to find out what the different charging curves are for the different brands, because you could say, yes, this is like 80 kilowatts, this is 100 kilowatt max, but what does that mean exactly when it comes to real time, real world charging time? So that's a good thought, Scotty. Knowing the charging curves for the different vehicles helps you make a better decision when you're buying a car, I guess. Grant is asking, hopefully the Cobra app will support pass keys. Okay, point for Andrew. Yep. Okay, and Dean says, I use the wall connector app for my Tesla wall connector charging my MG4. It gives more in-depth info than the Tesla app. Yes, I guess it depends what wall connector brand you've got at the moment. So, yep, good to know. What particularly, Dean, do you like about it? What kind of in-depth information do you want to extract, or do you like looking at in that wall connector app? I've got a few viewers just joined us, so 98 viewers for the special event. So thank you very much, everyone. This is the insurance company Cobra Car Insurance that has been sponsoring our channel for the last few months. And this is the big reveal tonight, that they're the ones who will be creating a ground-up EV product for EV users like ourselves. So they've been around in the market for the last 3 years. They currently insure Uber car share drivers. They do a pay per kilometer product. It's a flag fall, or like a premium that you pay every year plus the kilometers you drive. And they are hoping to launch a EV specific product by early 2024. So we're seeing, hopefully February 2024. So we'll see how we go. Okay, question for Andrew there. Will they have their own repairs, or can you choose your own repairer? Okay, so some of the stuff we did cover in our first stream as well. And the answer for this is yes. They have their own repairers, network of repairers, and yes, you can choose your own repair as well. So yeah, it sounds like you will have a combination of both. Some insurers do offer that already, like NRMA. You can tick that box. I want my own choice of repairer, obviously for added cost too. Gaffer says Stats app has a much better viewer for your dash cam, very clean and smooth. Yep, that's right. Again, just back to the point that any app that's developed has to look good these days, right? But not just look good, but it's got to have a good UI, UX. It's got to have a good user experience, easy to use. You don't get lost in the settings and all the micromanagement. It's got to give you the information you want quickly. It's got to be well set out. So, yeah, thank you, Gaffer, for that. Scotty says, well, it doesn't log DC voltages and amps. It will display it live, though. So good to see if I'm maxing out in amps at some places. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Scotty. That's good information as well. Yep. So Peter Cook's got information for us. NRMA quoted $5,000 for my 2020 SR Plus when I moved into the ACT. Almost doubled what they previously cost in New South Wales. Dropped to $4,000 on market value ripoff. I went to EV corporate insurance. Yep. And I think Peter is an Uber driver too, so that's why he can have access to EV, which is the car sharing platform, which is also one of our other sponsors. They also offer insurance as well. Yeah. Okay. So back on the choice of repairer. So more information from Andrew. You can choose your own EV approved repairer. You can't take it to your neighbor guy, but you will be able to take it back to the manufacturer or any certified EV repairer. Okay. Yeah, look, with Tesla, you kind of have to bring it to a body shop anyway. For those who don't know, only they can order parts. Okay, so question for you, Andrew. Ray asks, do you get a reduced fee for having a dash cam other than the Sentry mode in the Tesla? Good question. I'll come back to that for sure. Okay, so let's keep leaving those comments in the live stream, everyone. We are talking EV insurance. We are trying to find out what apps you guys use for your Tesla and EVs to help, I guess, expand the user experience of owning an EV. I know a lot of you like Stats, myself included, and having an app that tracks your usage, your data. What do you like about those apps? What particular graphs or usage data do you like? That gamifying culture where you have graphs and compare yourself to other users in the fleet, like for example, efficiency, kilometers driven, degradation, even that kind of stuff. I personally would be interested in. So, um, and ultimately, let's be honest, Cobra is a product that tracks our usage. We're used to that as EV owners anyway. But instead of just tracking usage and just for the sake of it, they're obviously trying to create a better insurance product, but give you back a good usage experience as well in the form of an app that helps you decipher your own data. So it's your own data that they're using to present it to you in a better way. Okay, so this question from back channel to Scotty again. Would you like to see a log of voltages and amps? Because I know, Scotty, let's go back here. It doesn't log DC voltages and amps, but it will display it live though. So would you like, I guess everyone else too, would you like to see that kind of information logged? Not just displaying it live, but logging the charge rate you got at this particular location over time and seeing whether there's any discrepancy over the times you've charged. So, yeah. And Ray, just back to your question here. We'll come back to you. We will consider it. That's from back channel. Thank you. Brenton, that's okay. I know you were keen on this chat, but that's all right. You can always go back and watch it or just read through the text in the live chat. Welcome. All right, I'll put this up here. Gaffer says, saw an Allianz ad the other day that I found a bit cringy. They were promoting their new EV offer by saying specifically, we even cover battery fires. Ooh, that is cringy, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, a bit tongue in cheek, isn't it? Yeah, interesting. Not sure if they read the room right there, but that's okay. Look, at least they're listening, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious to see what all these offers will be. I guess everyone's trying to bring out their own EV offer eventually. But tonight we are specifically focusing on Cobra. But good to see, Gaffer, what else other people are doing too. Thank you for that. Okay, so question. Let's see. We had a question from Enzo. Let me just scroll back here. Okay, so the answer to Enzo's question, once I find that comment, must have been about what else the company is doing. But the answer from, we go. Okay, my 2023 Model Y is comprehensive car insurance value at $64,700, excess $695 for $1,615. It's $300 more from last year. So I also have 65% no claim bonus and a 20% loyalty discount. Yeah, so back channel says in the next few weeks we will be doing some videos where we break down insurance prices and how they are created. Okay, good. So yes, I should say that too. Cobra will be releasing some content to help educate us on how insurance prices are sorted and how the industry works. There are good reasons why prices have gone up, inflation, cost of parts, etc. But $300 on $1,615 is a bit much. Yeah, I do have to agree on that. That is a huge jump. Yeah, so back on the Allianz comment from Gaffer. Let's see, where was it? Here we go. The Allianz where, yeah, battery fire, cringy ad. And yeah, back channel saying this is the problem. All the big insurance companies are simply rebranding their traditional product without really understanding what the market wants or what new features they want. That's why we hear you and talking to you. Yeah, that's right. It's nice. Actually, I'm happy that Cobra is actually engaging with us through the Ludicrous Feed platform, of course, which is great. We're here for you. I'm here for you, EV owners, because I'm one myself. I get you guys. Yeah, so that's good to see. Cobra is reaching out like this. So Scotty, back on the data logs, doesn't really bother me that much as long as I log the kilowatt rates. It's just interesting to see it broken down when the chargers don't. Okay, stats need. Yep, cool. Yeah, I mean, that's great that you're logging your own kilowatt rates, but it'd be good to have that in the app, right? Doing it for you anyway. Cool. Just a quick congratulations also to MG4 Long Range for Ray. Just paid for it and waiting for delivery and pickup. Yeah, cool. Can't wait for a good monitoring overall car, a good app monitoring overall car performance, etc. Yeah, I've actually got the orange MG4 at the moment. MG4 Essence. Just quick segue that I've just got that on loan today for the next week. So, yeah, sorry, quick segue. That's the car I've got to review this week. Isn't that cool? So, okay. But pretty happy with that. All right, so back on insurance. Yeah, congratulations, Ray. That's great. Question for you, Andrew, in the back. Is Cobra backed by another large insurer? Yep, we'll get to that, I'm sure, as part of the content that they are releasing. DJ had a question, here we go, about OBDs. I'll just, here we go, DJ Vin, for tracking kilometers, does anyone use the OBD2 port for something else in the EV where Cobra supplies their rider plug to normally track kilometers? Will there be an alternate option with an app? And they said, Teslas don't have OBDs, that's right. Our Cobra rider is for older ICE cars. Yep, that's for the Uber car share, which is what Cobra is doing currently. Cobra can natively connect directly to the Tesla APIs, of course. The data is shared to our app, so we can pull real-time data from the car, not the car or the app or the OBD for the EV products. That's right. Yeah, Ross, I think Ross's comment is not so good for Uber drivers if they're doing 80,000 kilometers per year. I am guessing, Andrew, that you will have a separate one for rideshare users rather than the residential. Yep, correct. He's correcting me. He's saying, yes, I'm correct. Yep, thank you. Okay, cool. Okay, more feedback here from Wayne about different companies. So I'm with Allianz, paying $81 per month. Includes new for old, 2 years, two free windscreens per year. And if I break down more than 100 kilometers from home, get free accommodation for the night. Awesome. That's right. Yep. And just back on the Uber case study. Yeah. So niche products for niche use cases. Correct. Okay. Yep. Okay, so Tristan says, I just want reasonable price. Currently paying $2,500. My previous ICE car of similar value was $800. Wow, okay, that's a big jump. Big jump. Mark B, question, is the entrance of Tesla insurance into Australia anticipated by Cobra? And Andrew says, Tesla insurance is not anticipated to be here anytime soon. Okay, he knows more than we do. It's only in 13 states in the US and parts of China. We may be waiting a while, but we are using a lot of their product to model ours. Okay, that is good information. Very good inside knowledge here. Thanks, Andrew. So that's right. It will be well before Tesla brings their native product here, isn't it? Cool. Yes, that's right, Matt. Tesla is looking to launch their electricity product here in Australia too. Okay, so Chris and Carol says, interestingly, Australian pensioners insurance cover BYD EVs, but not Teslas. Not sure why. Maybe a feeling that Teslas are too hard to repair. Okay, good to know, Chris. Cool. Okay, so let's have a look at the agenda tonight. What else can we ask about? So we've talked about the best Tesla and connected car apps. If anyone else hasn't put their apps that they use regularly and why and what features they like about it, please do so right now. That'd be great. Halfway through the stream, we can always embellish on what you find useful. Apps like we've mentioned, My Tesla Mate, EV, Tesla app, my stats, not a stat, hang on, Tesla Stats app, and also like a Tesla Scope, Tesla Fi, Tesla Mate, all those ones. Yeah, so leave them in the comment below, please. And yeah, tell us what you love about those apps and what kind of feedback you would like. What are the best parts of those apps? What don't you like? What would you like to see in a ground-up EV insurance app when it does come to market? Okay, so got next on the agenda, defining car care. What are some of the monthly, quarterly, annual things you like to do for your car? So I guess this is outside of service. This is like car care stuff. So this is kind of ancillary services that could be incorporated with an insurance product as a side benefit or a fringe benefit, so to speak. So obviously, maybe washing would be once a month or once a week. I don't know. Detailing once a year or half a year, so that kind of stuff. Tell us as well. That'd be good. Yeah. So what kind of car care sort of side benefits you'd like to see in an insurance product? That'd be good. A question for you, Andrew, in the back. Will there be any unique changes in the claims process for Cobra versus an original insurer? That's a good one. Yep, I'd like to know that too, actually. Is the claims process very similar at the moment? Will it be easier? How would you make a claim easier? Because that obviously is a pain point for a lot of people when they claim, got to make a claim. Yes, Scotty says car washing mainly. Yeah, me too. I wash it once every couple of weeks, more if it's raining, I guess. Yeah, good point, Scotty. Tire rotations every X kilometers. Yeah, maybe something we could have in the app too, like a a prompt or a notification. Look, your wheels are up to whatever X thousand kilometers. Time to go for a rotation. Time to go for a change. Have a look. Yep, that'd be good. Okay, so Dean's asking us, Andrew, just to clarify, does Cobra use an OBD2 dongle to pair with the app for EVs other than Teslas? If so, what about cars running BLE dongles for ABRP like my MG4? So yeah, this is outside of the Tesla ecosystem. We know Teslas can use APIs securely to give us data. So not every vehicle is like that. So that's a good question, actually. Okay, so yep, cool. So next question, Scott T has been telling us, what kind of car care do you want to see incorporated in this app that gives you notifications? What alerts? Every X kilometers, tire rotation. Even fun stuff like every couple of weeks, time to wash your car, time to vacuum it, time to detail it. I don't know. Give it a bit of love. Yep, that'd be good. Nice. So yes, give us some information about car care. Not just insurance dry stuff, but yeah, what kind of stuff do you do to look after your vehicle? Drop us a chat there in the live chat. That'd be good. Yep. Okay, so Sensei is saying for Cobra, you must have found this out. It used to be Eric Insurance, but currently they are transitioning to a new underwriter. This is for Cobra. This is probably publicly available information. Oh yes, Scotty, nice one. I like this. Extreme weather notification in the area to maybe get your car undercover. Ooh, I like it. That's a great idea. Yeah, that's right. But hailstorm is approaching. Make sure your car is undercover, or you've got a what do you call it, like a car cover over the top if you park outdoors. This is good. Very nice. Okay. So back to Brenton's question here. We've got an answer from Andrew. That is the plan, but not for February, which is the potential launch of this product from Cobra. We envision something called one-click claims. At an accident, if you're connected, we know where the car is. We can use the accelerometer to recreate the crash. We know the severity of the accident, and therefore we have all the info other than the pictures of the accident. We can then pass this directly to the repairer and fast-track the repair process. Okay. So that'd be really good. That'd be very nice, just to smooth out that process, right? The more information, I think, the better to help speed up that process. As you know, if anyone's ever made a claim, someone's got to approve that claim. They've got to go through the rigmarole and take photos, and then make sure you're definitely not at fault, all that stuff. So yeah, if this can be simplified using tech data, then yeah, great. Okay, so Scotty, back to this comment about extreme weather events in the area to get your car undercover. Andrew is one-upping us. He says, I'll do you one better. If every connected car was a weather beacon, we could give you a real-time map of the severe weather. Ooh, okay, nice one. So if you can report your weather from your car back to the server, then you get some more really specific local information about your street, your suburb, rather than just where the weather station is. Yeah, cool. I love it. I like it. There must have been a question from Ray. Here we go. Ray is asking, will they have a similar claim app like AAMI where they take pics and send? Andrew says, yes, the app will allow you to take pics and send them. That's right. Cool. And just back on this website here from Cobra. So yeah, obviously you can sign up here. You can do it now. You can do it after the stream. That's fine. And that's just to register your interest. And Andrew has told me that yes, they will be taking a pilot group along for the ride for the first few customers when they do launch eventually. So obviously sign up if you want to be part of that pilot to help make this great insurance product that they're trying to do for a ground up EV product. Some stats that we've got on the screen here. 7.4% of all new vehicles sold in Australia in quarter 1 2023 were EVs. Yes, most car manufacturers are changing. Consumer demand is changing and consumer sentiment is changing. So why isn't insurance? Introducing Cobra Insurance, Australia's a new Australian insurer focused on tech, data, and connected vehicles. Yep, that's right. Insurance product for EV drivers by EV drivers. That'd be nice, right? That'd be nice. So yeah, why don't you sign up and see whether you can get yourself into that pilot program? That'd be good. Yes. Yes, Gaffer agrees. Emergency warnings. That would be really handy, actually. Yeah, particularly for those who don't have undercover. Oh, yeah, Tassie EV1. That's a great point. Particularly the weather patterns we've had recently. Undercover or on higher ground after seeing the flooding in places, including Australia, in recent past. That's correct. Very good point. Yes, that's true. Kangaroo Island, that's correct. The Tesla app has an extreme weather warning to make sure your Powerwall is charged. I've seen a few on social media this year warning people about that. I haven't seen that personally in my area. Had a couple of big storms, but nothing huge, I guess. Yeah. So, but usually the Powerwall will charge itself when that extreme weather is happening. Maybe Andrew, if you're listening in the back there, maybe also like a warning to charge your vehicle if a storm is coming, to make sure you've got enough charge in case you need to get out quickly too. Just a point. Make sure your car has X amount of charge left. That'd be quite good. Yeah. Ray says, I would love to see apps ring out when emergency vehicles are near you. Ooh, okay. Or even when car accidents are on your path. Well, I mean, like, I don't know if it can integrate something like Waze, right? I mean, Waze has got that kind of thing where you've got obstacles, police patrol, obstacles, roadworks, roadkill. Yeah, I mean, that's what I love to see, having Waze integrated with the app, if that's possible at all. Having the apps ring out when emergency vehicles are near you. I don't know. Is that possible? I don't know. If they can see or detect a police car or ambulance in real time, that would be good though. Yeah, Scotty says he can get my local temperature data. Yeah, why not, right? Why not? Okay, so Brenton's got a comment. Beyond insurance products, what sort of sustainability initiatives will Cobra implement to align with the values and expectations of the more environmentally conscious EV owners? Yeah, that's a good point, Andrew, in back channel. I'm sure there's a sustainable policy for Cobra, I'm sure. Yep, Hitesh has a comment. Hey, Tom, discounted pricing based on factors such as age, location, warnings from Tempe. Huh? Warnings from Tempe. Yeah, so I think I'm not wrong, but I'm sure Andrew will cover this in his content he's releasing from Cobra. What determines the price of an insurance premium, right? So I'm sure he'll cover all that. Age, location, all that is very important, of course. Where you park your vehicle, what you use it for, how many kilometers you drive, all that stuff. Okay, so moving on with our agenda for tonight. Hello, Paul. Nice of you to join us. We are talking insurance, and anyone else has just joined us too. This is the reveal. Cobra Insurance is who has been sponsoring our channel for the last few months. Thank you very much to Andrew and his team. And tonight's stream is about creating an app that will be used as part of your insurance product to make your user experience more useful. We have been going through some of the apps that you guys use more frequently, what you love about those apps, what in particular you'd love to see pulled out from those apps in this insurance product that we're doing, maybe gamifying some of those things like most efficient user, safest driver, most kilometers driven, those kind of graphs I quite like to see. Battery degradation, really, really specific EV kind of stats that you would love to see as an EV driver too. Yeah, that's cool. So Brenton, back on your question here about sustainability. Yes, sustainability is a big question, and question from back channel. What would you want us to track, measure, or show? So back to you, Brenton. Tell us, what exactly do you want to see? What kind of policies have you seen in other corporates that you'd like to see Cobra put out as well? Carbon offset credits to offset the battery build, fire offsets. Yeah, all that stuff. Question again from Brenton. Given the very high cost of battery replacement, will Cobra include provisions for the replacement or repair of batteries in the event of damage or degradation? Okay, is that built into the cost of your premium as well? Correct. I suppose the battery warranty doesn't cover damage in an accident. I have to look at the policy, right? Because I just assume it would be covered. But yeah, what does the warranty actually cover? I suppose in an accident it probably wouldn't it be over to something like Cobra or insurance rather than Tesla covering it? Yeah, good point. Yes, and back channel says yes, that is built into the policy. Thank you, Andrew. Robin Jules says everyday car insurance. Woolworths always send storm and hail warnings. We have that for the Dolphin, and Jules warns me for the Atto. Okay, so does Woolworths have an app as well? How do you get those warnings? Is there an email, Robin Jules, that you get sent? That I'd like to know. Paul uses TestLab. Thank you, Paul. Can you share with us, Paul, what you like about TestLab? That'd be really handy. What specific information do you love? What graphs? Yeah, share that with us. That'd be fantastic. And question from SWS: can you use multiple vehicles on the one app if you, I guess, insuring different products or different cars with Cobra? Can you kind of have a different tab for each one there? That's a good question, actually. Yeah, Scotty, that's a good question. What have Cobra brainstormed for their apps so far? So yeah, I mean, Andrew can probably answer some of that, but a lot of the stuff you guys have said already, yes, I think that's probably being implemented, but we are trying to get more, trying to make it a really good app. Obviously, with apps, you can update it over time, so it's a moving process. And yeah, it'd be great to keep giving us information, keep giving us ideas on how to make it better. Aaron drives a motorbike, I know. EV motorcycle insurance, question mark. Probably in the pipeline, I would think. Yep. Okay, so Robin Jules gets an SMS, okay, from the Woolworths app. Yep, thank you. Yeah, question about yeah, roadside insurance. That'd be good too. Specific to the insurance would be great, whether that's an option. And yeah, Scotty says SMS. I believe Amy does warnings as well. That's good. Cool. All right, so moving on with the agenda. And again, for those of you that just joined us, the Cobra website is behind me here. And if you want to be part of the pilot program, that's coming up very soon in February 2024 next year, then sign up with Cobra. That'll help them know that there are people interested in becoming part of the pilot group, the first batch that will be part of the Cobra insurance policy premium. Okay, so back on environmental reply from Brenton. I'd love to see company involvement in new sustainable technologies, carbon offsetting, energy efficient offices, etc. Yeah, I guess anything that says that yes, we are actually serious about this. Brenton, I agree. It'd be good to be included in the sustainable policy, right? For sure. Paul. Excellent. Thank you for touching on this. I use TestLab to claim home office on my tax return. I extracted spreadsheets that showed the days when I drove to work. They were days that I didn't use my home office. Okay. Excellent. So those kind of stats are actually very important for claiming tax deduction on stuff like yeah, home office usage. So yeah, really, really quite handy. Thank you, Paul, for that. Yep. So yep, policy discount, multi-policy discount from Chris and Carol. I would suspect that most EV owners either have or will have more than one EV in the family, or they consider a joint mileage policy for a policy a discount on each policy. Yep. I would suspect surely there would be something from Cobra. We'll get a confirmation from Andrew shortly. And Andrew says also, thanks, Paul. That's a great suggestion for adding that into your, yeah, I guess GPS tracking. Where were you that day? What X% were you at home versus at work? You can set those points. Then you can claim it for tax or whatever purpose you want for your employer, etc. Yeah, question from Ray. Will they send push notifications as well for SMS for warnings and things that you want attention to? Yeah, yep. That's a good suggestion. Yes. Okay, let's segue to this, Scotty. So this is good. The app giving you tips on how to lower your premiums, e.g. drive less aggressive, you're parking in high-risk zones. This car park has high claims from malicious damage. Yeah, cool. So I think when Tesla were releasing the FSD beta product out to the US, they had this FSD score and how safe a driver you are to qualify for the FSD beta program, right? So yes, so that's kind of we're segueing to that. So driving alerts and behavior, we can send alerts to customers about their driving behavior. For example, driving over the speed limit, distance away from home, street parking alerts, parked in a clear way, for example. I know sometimes the Tesla tells you you're driving over the speed limit. You can set that, but then I guess you can actually gamify it too and go, yeah, okay, today I actually drove 20% of the time over the speed limit, or I even have an offset like, okay, I drove 20% of the time 5 kilometers over the speed limit. And then you can look at your charts, right, and see how safe are you compared to everyone else. Like, how often do how often do you go over the speed limit compared to everyone else? What's the average in October, in November? That kind of stuff. I think that'd be quite useful to have personally. So yeah, great suggestion there, Scotty. That's good. Yeah, I mean, high risk zones. Yeah, I wouldn't mind knowing that actually, because sometimes when you go to an area, you don't know about an area, right? And you want to know, is this a risky car park to park your car in? And so, yeah, you want to know, okay, maybe I shouldn't be parking here. So, there's been 3 break-ins over the last month. That's quite good. So, thank you, Scotty. That's good suggestion there. And back channel says we have a map about high risk roads and traffic patterns. Okay, yep, interesting. That'd be good. Where accidents happen, I guess, Andrew. That's right. As there are databases about this, maybe that's something we can have in the app. Yep. Phone usage. Oh, imagine that. Imagine knowing how often you touched your phone during your drives in October, right? Oh, yeah, that's something do I really want to know that? But yes, I do actually. Um, yeah, that'd be quite a fun stat, actually. So maybe that's something we could suggest to Andrew and the team. It'd be quite a fun one. Scotty says the Tesla score really disadvantages nighttime drivers. Yeah, okay. So outside the bell curve. So yep, Gaffer says that the stats app tracks every trip. I can even see it via an Apple Maps style interface, etc. Yes, I think Tesla Scope does that as well. Gives you like red lines on where you've driven that day. That's something that could be implemented in the new insurance app. Sorry, everyone, just had a bit of a cough. Yes, and a question from Brenton. Will the app allow the user to make real-time changes to their insurance policy? And Brenton, your answer from Andrew is yes. Define real-time changes. But yes, you can change your policy info in the app. So I suspect, Brenton, just correct me if I'm wrong, it means, how responsive is a change, right, to your policy straight away, probably. Yeah, like what kind of metrics do you want to change? Like who's the drivers on the policy? What's your home address? That kind of stuff, right? Or if you want to cancel straight away, like I know NRMA when I sold my Model 3, I got the refund very quickly, and the policy was cancelled within like 5 minutes. So that's the kind of responsive stuff we like, obviously, being EV drivers. Okay, so Gene has a comment for Andrew and the team. I had Carpiche insurance in the past that used a GPS tracker in my car. Didn't end up being cheaper, even though they had access to my driving data. Okay, that could be a concern. I mean, yeah, I suppose speaking for Cobra, they probably can't guarantee a cheaper premium, but they could probably, well, unless Andrew corrects me, but it could help you become a safer driver, maybe, to help reduce the risk of a claim. Yeah, I guess it'd be hard to prove, wouldn't it? Yeah, Ray, would the insurance app be live on risk zones or to know a better place to live? Oh, imagine that. Sorry, you don't live in a good area. Time to move. Do we want our apps to be so truthful? Interesting. Paul says I'll be using Turo to hire a car in Texas next month. In the US, high risk zones would be useful. Yeah, I agree. For somewhere you don't know well. Yep. So Brenton's referring to real-time answer. Correct. If I update my policy, add a new phone number, email, all that stuff. Yep, quickly in real time. That'd be really, really handy. And then calculate your premium quickly as well, or recalculate your premium, refund or add on if need be. That'd be good. Mark B says safe distance in seconds when following is a critical safety indicator. Yep, very true. Very true. I mean, can the app do that? Can Tesla define how close you're following to the car ahead in real time? I've never seen that personally. That'd be good to know. SWS says, "Care to be careful not to get information overload." Yeah, obviously we can't incorporate everything, I guess, initially. This is just like a wish list or brainstorming session. And then they'll just probably pick the best of the best. This is just like a brainstorm. Tell us everything. Yep. Chris and Carol, good point. Apps should be able to track percentage of autopilot use and on what type of roads. I'll have to go through the metrics that the Tesla API can actually spit out. So we will have a look at that in 1 second. Brenton, careful to generalize here. I love gamification, but a lot of people I know that have an EV, and this is a huge generalization, sorry, are a lot older than me. Well, actually, a lot of people older than me still love playing their games too. So I think it'd be fine. I think if you create the right game or create the right competition, people will actually appreciate it. So, but good point though. Good point. Scotty asks, could they send the bill to my lease company on behalf of me? Don't know. I'm sure they probably could. Mm. Yes, good point. Kangaroo Island. Obviously, he lives on Kangaroo Island. I live on an island where it's basically impossible to steal a car. My insurance never seems to take that into account. Come on, they should. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the metrics that the Tesla app the Tesla API can actually give you. Well, actually, I'll give you some more ideas that Cobra has given to me. Okay, so some of the ideas that could be used. So energy consumption report, providing data on the energy consumption of the vehicle, including usage per mile, kilometer, overall efficiency. Yep, a lot of apps do that at the moment. Charging history report. Again, some apps do that. Range and efficiency trends. Yep, how they change over time. Helping owners assess battery performance. Driving behavior and performance. Yes, a report that offers insights into driving behavior. Climate control analysis. Analysis of how climate control settings impacts energy consumption and range, especially important for EV owners. Tesla does do that to some degree in their native energy app on a trip, but there's no way to actually keep that data. So if an app had that kind of ability, that would be quite handy. Yep, autopilot usage provides data on the use of autopilot as a percentage, maybe, including number of miles driven. I'd like to know that too, actually. I've not seen that before. Vehicle health and diagnostics. Yes, definitely condition of the battery, tire pressure, other diagnostics. Safety and incident reporting. Yep, safety-related incidents such as emergency braking events, and offering a recommendation for safer driving, like that follow distance that that was mentioned before too. I mean, this is kind of on the wish list, right? What would the app call home insurer when an event happens to get direct feed of the camera? Okay. Yep, that's a great idea, says Andrew. We can flesh this out. And also, there's already statistical evidence that monthly payers are higher risk than annual payers. I always pay annual. Similar with postcode and even addresses. This is one of the largest influences on the price. So if you live in a dangerous neighborhood, traditional insurance will sting you hard. So that's not too far from the truth there. Who was it that said if you live in a dangerous area, they tell you to move? Because yeah, postcode is important for sure. Yeah, I agree with you, Sydney. Autopilot percentage would be awesome. We would be up over 90% at least. Yeah. Oh yes. Imagine if the app could hold payment options so that when you get to a non-Tesla charger, all the third-party apps are all in that one Cobra app. Wow. Now that would be winner, Andrew. Because there's like so many apps right now for charging. So if you can have an app that rules them all, you can just use that to like call up ChargeFox, call up EV, call up Everty, call up NRMA, whatever, Jolt. That would be awesome. Yeah, just name them all, yeah. Well, they're probably the top 4, aren't they? Jolt, EV, ChargeFox, NRMA, Everty. Yeah, top 5, at least 5, top 5. Rachel says, if it's insurance, I want a best-in-class EV claims experience. I just want to be looked after at claim time, whether it's theft or crash using AI. Yeah, that's true to some degree. Like, I don't really care. Well, I do care, but price is one consideration. But I kind of want to know that I'm going to be looked after. It's going to be an easy process. I'm happy to pay a bit more if it's not going to stress me out, because I just can't afford to have the run around on me. So a ground up EV like this, EV insurance policy like this would be really good. Where was it? Yep. Renton says it'd be really cool to have an augmented reality option. You could use the app for video tutorials on how to charge, vehicle maintenance, or simulations to educate users on driving risks. Yeah, cool. That's on the wish list. Yep. Follow distance is good. I always get idiots jumping into the spot between me and the car I'm following. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Living in Sydney and Melbourne, I'm sure, and Brisbane, if you leave too much of a gap, someone's going to cut in. So there's kind of that sweet spot. Yeah. Yes. So Andrew in the back channel saying we already plan to integrate with one of them in July. Oh, okay. So there we go. Already one is on the table. for integration in the Tesla app. Sorry, in the insurance app. Cool. Um, I'll just run through some of the Tesla data that is available to users at the moment through the Tesla API. So just bear with me 1 second, everyone. Let's have a look at the what you can see. Okay, no, let's try again. Okay, nope, I can't quite share that, but that's okay. I will go through it. So it can tell you charge state, lots of info about charge state. It can tell you charge scheduled. So charging mode, charge start, departure time, full charge. For charge state, it can tell you stuff like battery level, battery limit, rate, port door open, voltage, phase, estimated range, fast charger type, fast charger brand. Okay. Ideal battery range, charging start time, minutes to full charge, not enough power to heat. Yeah, cool. Climate state of the seats, of the HVAC, temperature inside, outside temperature, wiper blade heater on or off. Drive state, GPS information, obviously, latitude, longitude, shift timestamp, 24-hour time. Vehicle configuration, so navigation requests, trunks, car, dash cam, driver assist, exterior color, exterior trim, performance package, paint color, vehicle state, auto park state, car version, dash cam state, Santa mode, Sentry mode, service mode, software mode. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't actually tell you whether autopilot is on or off at the moment in the settings here in the API thing. So we are kind of limited as to what the API can give us too. So I'll give you an idea what is information. Okay, so just coming up to the end of our stream here. So we've got. Okay, so Rachel's got guaranteed EV replacement as a replacement while my car is being repaired. That's important. I don't want a nice car while my car is being repaired, and guaranteed EV hire is planned for February. Excellent. That's fantastic. Thank you, Andrew, for that. I'll put this back on. Yeah, good point. I agree, Sensei. Good point. And yep, Tassie EV1 with all these suggestions. This app will be bigger than Ben-Hur. As someone else suggested, let's use the KISS principle and not have it overly complex. Again, this is kind of like a wish list, a brainstorming session. Obviously, we can't have everything, but we'll just get like a top whatever. Yeah, I'll submit this chat to Andrew and his team after the stream, and any comments that come afterward, and then they'll create a 24-month roadmap, and possibly even get some more feedback with a survey afterwards. So stay tuned. That's why it's called a workshop. We're just brainstorming. But yes, I hear you, Tassie EV1 for sure. Okay, so Brenton says I work with a major repairer. Will the Cobra app allow repair status updates through the app? Oh, that's a good one. Would be cool for repair site to connect into the app and update the customer. So response, we plan to connect to our repair network and share the data to them directly, but we can only move as fast as they move. Yeah, can't control everything, can we? That's right. Yep, we're hearing some agreements there for Rachel's comment about EV replacement. I agree. Nothing worse than getting like an ICE car, right, while your baby is in the workshop. Yeah, we used 6 to get a Tesla while ours was being fixed. Yes, correct. So some of these policies give you like a X amount of weeks or hire until your repair is finished, and then you can use something like 6 to get a EV replacement. Cool. All right. Yeah. Does this insurance allow hire car drivers, chauffeurs? Currently, I pay around $7,000 for my e-tron a year. Ooh, Audi e-tron. If I can get a better price, then I would be glad to use. Yeah. Interesting. That's quite steep, but I guess the Audi e-tron is. Okay, because I see what you're trying to say. So you are a chauffeur, Oliver, right? Gotcha. Interesting. So would there be a chauffeur policy too? Yeah. Good question. Yep. Good idea. Discounted charging rates if we are insured with Cobra. Yeah, I love that too. Like X amount off, right? That'd be great. Yep. Yes. So Sydney, the policy has a limited car hire. Yep, a lot of them too. That's correct. Cool. All right. Well, I think that might be it, everyone. We're just coming up to the hour mark now. So thank you for all your comments and suggestions and helping us in this brainstorming session. It's been fantastic. Really appreciate that. We've got a lot of ideas to run off, and I'll feed this back to Andrew and his team. They are watching and listening in the back channel, and they really do appreciate what you've done for us tonight. And I do too as well, because, you know, this helps me understand what you guys want too in an EV insurance product. So really appreciate it. So yeah, we'll get some more feedback. At least you guys know who the company is now. Cobra Insurance has been a bit mysterious, hasn't it, over the last few months? Who is this mysterious insurance company? But now we know it's Cobra, and they're looking after us, and their product is coming. Okay, so I have some final comments from Cobra. Okay, so Cobra Insurance is a new, I feel like a airline hosty telling you some information before we land in a new country. Okay, so Cobra is a new insurer focused on tech, data, and connected cars. We want to launch Australia's first and only EV-specific insurance offer. Over the next 3 months, we will be working with influencers like you, Tom, me, and the EV community to gather information and pinpoints about the EV insurance market. The goal here is to work with the community to continually make the product better. All the recommendations from today will literally be dropped directly into the product roadmap to be built over the next 18 months. Projected pilot goes live in mid-February 2024, and we will continue to roll out these features every month. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, team. That's been fantastic. And yes, I will leave a link to the Cobra website. It's if you're keen now, I might actually put it up for you as a banner so you can see it. Just give me 1 sec, everyone. Give me 1 sec. Okay, so it's cobrainsurance-partners.com.au. So cobrainsurance-partners.com.au. I will actually put here in a link in the chat as well, so you can hopefully click that. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Maybe if I copy the whole thing. Here we go. Let's try that again. Sometimes those links work. If not, that's okay. I'll leave that in the video description after the stream, so you can click on that yourselves. And don't forget to register if you want to be part or potentially part of the pilot program in February 2024. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow night, actually, with Riz and Rahul as usual, part of our Wednesday live stream. We've got lots of chat about as always. And thank you to Andrew and the team. Thanks to everyone for your comments. As usual, you guys are the best audience. Very educated, very insightful, very engaging, great ideas. So very much appreciated. So thanks, everyone. And yeah, I shall see you next time. Take care. Bye now.